What's going on, everybody? Before we do get into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. So today we're diving into some exciting and unexpected news from the galaxy far, far away. Now, Ryan Reynolds, recently, obviously the star of Deadpool and Wolverine, has recently revealed that he pitched an R-rated, Star Wars project to Disney. That's right. You heard it, an R-rated Star Wars project. Let's break it down. Now, in a recent episode of the Box Office podcast, Ryan Reynolds shared his bold idea. He said, well, this is what he said. I pitched it to Disney. I said, why don't we do an R-rated Star Wars property? But before you start imagining lightsabers and stormtroopers in a vulgar, over-the-top setting, Reynolds clarified that his vision for an R-rated Star Wars film isn't about being crude or gracious. Instead, he described it as a Trojan horse for emotion. Reynolds explained that the Star Wars franchise has always dealt with heavy themes like loss, betrayal, and revenge. However, he believes that these emotions are harder to replicate for a streaming audience. He argued that an R-rated project could allow for deeper emotional storytelling, something that could truly resonate with viewers. Now, why an R-rated film? Well, Reynolds elaborated on why he thinks an R-rated film could work, especially in today's entertainment landscape. He pointed out that streaming platforms don't offer the same emotional investment as theatrical releases. He said, you're never going to get the same emotional investment from a streamer that you are from a theatrical movie because they're getting in their cars and paying for parking and babysitters and sitting down and watching the movies and then driving home. That's the emotional investment you can try to sell. Now, to grab the attention of streamer audiences, Reynolds emphasized the importance of starting strong. He said, on a streamer, my only note always is that, for God's sake, with everything you can, grab them in the first shot. Start with something holy shit, and then how do we get there? Or how did we get there? Interestingly enough, though, Reynolds made it clear that he doesn't want to star in this potential Star Wars project. He admitted that he'd be a bad fit for the cast. Instead, he'd prefer to work behind the scenes as a producer or writer. Reynolds has been involved in production since 2016, starting with Deadpool, and he's eager to bring his creative vision to the Star Wars franchise. Now, the challenges it can be for this is, I guess the biggest elephant in the room for Star Wars is that they've never gone beyond a PG-13 rating. The franchise, which began in 1977 with A New Hope, has always been very family-friendly and even has tackled, these complex themes. Now, the highest rating any, Star Wars film has received was PG-13, starting with Revenge of the Sith in 2005. Now, Reynolds isn't the first to suggest a grittier take on Star Wars. Director James Mangold once envisioned a borderline R-rated film as well for doing Boba Fett, but obviously we know which route that went. Now, I will say this. Will Disney take a gamble on Ryan Reynolds', R-rated Star Wars idea? Only time will tell. For now, it's clear. Reynolds is passionate about, pushing the boundaries of storytelling in one of the most iconic franchises of all time. Whether or not his pitch becomes a reality, it's exciting to see creators like him thinking outside of the box. But what do you guys think? Would you want to watch an R-rated Star Wars project? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And remember to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell. Later, guys.